Well, what we found is that actually people didn't really care much about the European elections coming up, to be frank. There's clearly a feeling that the local issues are much more important than the EU issues, and also that people will go to vote next month because they have to, but they will express their feelings more towards the current government rather than towards the kind of EU policies that they want to see. And we saw that in almost all the places we went to. For example, in Metsovo, people were very concerned with rural exodus and with unemployment. In Larissa, it was mostly agricultural policies because, as you know, we spoke to farmers. In Thessaloniki, the issue on everybody's mind was the Prespa agreement, which solved the long-standing dispute between Greece and North Macedonia. And here, like Alexandroupoli, near the border with Turkey, clearly migration seems to be the dominant issue. But there's a feeling that Brussels is really far to be able to affect people's everyday lives. You have to remember that this is Greece, a country that faced 10 years of terrible economic crisis and terrible austerity measures. So there's a lot of distrust in politics. And what I found from the discussions that we had is that the people felt that they had to rely on themselves rather than on any policymakers, whether it's a EU policymaker or a national policymaker.
Yeah, and Faye, I mean, the last leg of the journey in Greece has been done now. Did you get a feeling that you could say the financial crisis is over?
Yes, during this very interesting road trip we had through Greece, we had the opportunity to speak to people from all walks of life. As Brian said, and they all agree on one thing, that maybe we're officially out of the bailout era, maybe the economic figures look much better, but this is something that they don't feel, they don't see in the daily lives. The businessmen we spoke to, they say that they need more support from the banking system. This is something that they don't have right now, and this is something that they need for them to grow in the future. The students said that they're very concerned about their future, and their parents told us that they're afraid that their children are going to be leaving, searching, looking for a better future abroad. And we must not forget that Greece was hit very hard by the economic crisis. It's officially, as I said, out of the bailouts, but the government, the current government and the next government, they still need to keep their finances balanced, which means imposing strict policies still. And this is something that doesn't let people feel that they're out of the crisis. And this is something definitely that is going to affect their vote, as they told us.